So, good morning parents, teachers, and students. My name is Shine. So, today I'm going to talk about sequence and looping that we can learn from crochet. But before we start it, have you ever heard of crochet? Okay, maybe because some of you haven't heard it before. So, crochet is a needlecraft that involves making patterns using the concept of sequence and looping, which are also used in coding. And do you know that these crocheting old ladies may have a lot in common with a high-tech programmer? This grandma, who just crochet every day, may be better in learning how to code. Yep, maybe you guys have never thought of this possibility. Perhaps it's because coding is often seen as the pursuit of teenagers, while crochet and knitting is for little old ladies in her rocking chairs. Today I'm going to show you that these two activities, which may seem very different, are actually very similar in how it affects your way of thinking. But let me tell you some interesting facts. Crochet and coding are similar. They both involve sequence and looping. We can look at this coding, knitting, and crochet code. Even though both have different terms, but if we combine the codes, we can make something useful or beautiful. Aside from the use of specific terms, crochet and coding both use the concept of sequence and looping to create patterns and working results. Now, what are sequence and looping? So, sequence is a series of actions that are completed in a specific order. For example, is morning routine. First, you wake up, and next you take a shower, and then you drink your water, and lastly you will have a breakfast. These activities make a sequence of various actions. In crochet, the stitches are worked in specific order to create a pattern, and this part is using a sequence of stitches. We have to be able to think in order, similar like to crochet. In coding, you write a sequence of instructions for the computer to follow. The order of execution of instruction is very important to achieve the desired result. Both crocheting and coding require you to think in sequence. Then, what is looping? Loop is repetition. It keeps on repeating until you complete the desired process. The example is when you eat. You keep spoon your cereal and milk into your mouth until all cereal and milk is eaten. Crochet also involves looping, which is another important concept in programming. In crochet, you create loops and work through them to create a pattern. Similarly, in programming, loops allow you to repeat a sequence of instructions multiple times. This is particularly useful when you want to perform a task repeatedly, such as reading a list of items or processing data. The process of crochet and coding are remarkably similar. You have to break down what you want into little parts, work out how each part is built, and carefully join them together to make the result. These things make you learn about problem solving and how to be creative. Let me tell you a story of mine. As you can see on the first photo, it's the first time I tried crochet. It took a long time and I was very confused. At first, I don't know how to make a pattern. But as you can see on the second photo, my skill has improved a lot. Now when someone says, "Can you make this for me?" Oh, I'll be like, okay, let me see the sample first, and then, oh, I know how to make this. My brain has been wired to think in sequence and looping. And that's why I could say we can learn sequence and looping from crochet. So if you're looking for a new skill to pick up, you can consider learning how to crochet. It will improve your way of thinking to be more logical in sequence and looping. That's all for my presentation, and thank you for the attention.